watching USA, America's favorite cable network.
They often say she's an ageless wonder. Her lustful life makes this lady tick. When a young man looks at Madam, she just throws herself right at him. She's young at heart and still getting her kick. And at Madam's place, she's a prime time queen. She struts her stuff on a TV screen. Her outrageous charm fills this funny fun that we call Madam's Here at Madam's place, she's the perfect host. She rocks the airwaves from coast to coast. Her outrageous charm fills this funny farm that we call Madam's place.
I'd get married tomorrow if I met Mr. Right. In fact, even if I met Mr. Not so bad.
Ever since you made that little announcement on the show last night, I have been besieged by hundreds of men who want to marry you.
Oh, isn't it exciting, Pinky? Just think, me, a blushing bride. Yes, America, the moment you canceled your bowling night for. Tonight's the night, and I'm just a flutter at the thought of choosing my next hubby right here on national television.
Congratulations, Mr. Dwayne Kellogg, the new Mr. Madam.
Yay!
This is so exciting. My Auntie Madam, a blushing bride.
I count the hours until we are one.
Oh, to hell with the hours. I'll meet you upstairs in 20 minutes.
Mr. Gilhooly said he'd be over here tonight to stop Madam from making the biggest mistake of her life.
Dear family, sorry to rush off, but Dwayne Pooh and I were overcome by love, and we've decided to elope.
Oh, no.
Oh, there, Sara Joy, dear. We all feel terrible that your Auntie Madam is going to marry that Mr. Kellogg, but we must be brave.
I'll try.
Good. I told her over and over again that husband search was ridiculous, but did she listen to me? I'll answer that. No, she did not.
Miss Van Gilder, we're very much aware that you're never wrong.
Pinkerton, would you get that?
Why don't you get it, Miss Van Gilder? You're the expert when it comes to answering phones.
Oh, for goodness sakes, I'll get it. Hello? Who? Oh, yes, operator, I'll accept. It's Auntie Madam calling collect from Mexico.
Well, put it on the speakerphone so we can all hear. Hello? Hello?
Hello? Hello? Hello? Pinkerton, is that you? Well, speak out. You're harder to hear than a 13-year-old at the birth control counter.
It's a bad connection. She can hardly hear us. Hello, Madam, have you been wed?
Well, I've been what? What? Have I been to bed? Well, that's none of your business, Pinky. Gosh, I don't even like to go into that hotel room. Roaches are so bad, I just knock on the door to give them a chance to hide. But listen, if you have to reach us, we're staying in the Ricardo Montalban Hotel. Yes, they call it that because the service is a fantasy and all the maids have tattoos.
Madam, we have evidence that Kellogg is a con man.
Yes, you ain't kidding me, honey. Dwayne is another Conan. A real barbarian in the boudoir.
Oh, Madam, you don't understand. Kellogg is a phony.
Phone? What'd you say, phone? Yes, I will phone right after the wedding. Get those damn things out of here. I can't even hear myself think. Hello? Listen, I have to go now, Pinky. The tap dancing bears just arrived and they're starting the fall show.
Madam?
Give my love to all and tell them tomorrow morning I'll be Mrs. Dwayne Kellogg. Yeah, I won't have to worry about breakfast another day. Bye-bye. Oh, God, it's so hot here. I think my hands melted to this phone.
Hello? Hello? Oh. Van Gilder, you've got to get that tape to the Ricardo Montalban Hotel as quickly as possible.
Oh, good idea.
I sure hope Auntie Madam gets through this in one piece. If Kellogg would try to seduce Miss Van Gilder, he might try just about anything.
I heard that, Sara Joy. But I'll ignore it for now. Now, Pinkerton, here's the tape. Now, even if we send it Air Express, I don't think it's going to get there in time.
I'm not going to mail it, Miss Van Gilder. I'm going to deliver it in person. I've got
Good.
to pack.
Oh.
One more tequila sunrise and my moon's gonna come up over my mountain. Oh, Dwayne Pooh. Listen, darling, I've just been going over our hotel bill up to this point, and I'm a little curious about one of your little charges.
What's that, dear?
Just what is this hot tamale massage by Conchito for 3 billion pesos all about?
Well, that's my back. It's an old back injury. I have to have it stretched out every morning.
Well, listen, darling, your massages will be free from now on.
Oh.
I'll help you out. You'll never be uptight again. I've got to go to the powder room, powder my nose.
See you in an hour.
Very funny, very funny.
Gracias.
Oh, senor. Could you tell me, is this the Ricardo Montalban Hotel?
No, senor, this is the Fernando Lamas. The Ricardo Montalban is across the street. Would you care for a beer, senor?
Oh, yes, thank you.
Excuse me, senor. Huh? See?
Miguel, that man you just served, there's $50 in it for you if you can get rid of him. And make sure he doesn't come back.
$50. I'm sorry, senor. The bar is closed.
But I haven't finished my beer.
I'm so sorry, senor, but we're going to have a wedding here tomorrow, and we must get ready for it.
Who's getting married?
A famous woman from your country. She does not have a last name. That's their table right there.
Come on!
I'm so sorry, senor.
Look,
But if you want an autograph, you can come back after the wedding. Well, I got rid of him for you. That will be $50.
Well, I said 15.
I am the mayor of this town, and you would be very wise to keep your word.
Come on, Miguel, can't you make a joke? Here's your $50. Now, there's another 50 in it for you if you can marry us tonight.
Senor, as mayor of this town, I have many duties. Why, tonight alone, I have 2 christenings, a bar mitzvah.
$100?
But I suppose I could fit you in after I throw out the first bull at the bull fight. But it will be midnight, senor.
Midnight's terrific. We will start our new lives together at the dawn of a new day.
Oh, do you want to be left alone?
There you go, darling. Sit down.
Thank you.
Excuse me just one moment.
All right.
Now, there's another 50 in it for you if we can keep this a private affair. You catch my drift?
Absolutely, senor. Consider it done, eh?
Madam, sweetheart, I have wonderful news.
What? We're going to have a baby?
We're going to be married. Tonight. Why wait?
Oh, Dwayne Pooh, how exciting. Now, if I can just find a remedy for that Montezuma's revenge.
From Hollywood, it's Madam's Place. Join Roland Esperanza and the Madam's Place All Divorced Orchestra as they welcome Madam's guest host for tonight, Mr. Honest. And now, Mr. Honest.
I'm Mr. Honest, I don't beat around the bush. I say things so truthful they will knock you on your tush. If you're wondering why I do it, why I go for honesty, it's really very simple, kids. My parents lied to me.
Thank
Thank you, Roland. Aren't they mediocre? Madam isn't here tonight, and I'm supposed to tell you she's a little under the weather. That's what happens on talk shows. Everyone covers for the host. The truth is, Madam is in Mexico getting married. You may applaud, but that marriage has about as much chance of making it as Orson Welles on a pogo stick. It says on the cue cards that our first guest tonight is very, very funny, but I have no idea if that's true or not. Those words may be part of the big, meaningless showbiz hype. A bunch of poppycock. Can you say poppycock, boys and girls? I like it when you say poppycock. Now, if you have no mind of your own, please give a rousing welcome to Glenn Super, Mr. Bullhorn.
Oh, what a great crowd. Thank you. Thank you very much. I just came from a very fancy restaurant. They made me sit in the bar and wait to be seated for 2 hours. Then the maitre d' blasted over this obnoxious PA system, Glenn Super Party of 4. So I grabbed my bullhorn and blasted him right back.
The Glenn Super Party is here. We're all here. We're ready to eat. And we'll take our time walking to the tables, and you can wait for us.
Thank you. How many folks out there have trouble getting good service in fancy restaurants, huh? Buy a bullhorn. It's a great way to drop a hint.
Attention, waiters. Some coffee would be nice.
I paid a scalper $50 a ticket to get first row, center orchestra seats to see Richard Kiley in Man of La Mancha. The girls all impressed when a guy in a black tuxedo walks on stage like this. Ladies and gentlemen, Richard Kiley is terribly ill tonight and unable to perform. And filling in will be his understudy, Johnny Cash. Let's go, Sancho Panza. Hello, my name is Johnny Cash. Impossible dream. To dream. Impossible dream. Dream. Impossible dream. Impossible dream. Hey! I'd like to do a song for you right now. This song was instrumental in helping to get me out of prison. And it goes something like this right here. Thank you very much, and good night. Thank you. Thank you. Mr. Bullhorn. Thank you.
Please welcome, if you will, a man who the cue cards say is very interesting. Why don't you judge for yourselves? Here he is, holistic Dr. John Paragon.
Thank you. You know, in today's modern age, we're more likely to reach to the medicine cabinet for the relief of pain more so than any other time in history. So tonight, I'm going to show you just a few home remedies that you can do without the use of possibly harmful narcotics, for example. Now, we've all heard of the old adage of putting a steak on a black eye. Well, that isn't as preposterous as it may sound, because many of the juices found in the steak actually do reduce swelling and discoloration. Now, for a headache, I wouldn't use steak, but I would use chicken. And what we simply do is to tie the chicken onto the head, creating a comforting cocoon of relief throughout the entire skull area. Now, be sure to save those giblets because they're very good for canker sores. Throughout our busy day, our feet often take the brunt of our stress. Stress that can manifest itself in the form of corns. Now, I'd look pretty silly with a chicken tied to my foot. So I wouldn't use chicken, but I would use corn. And what you simply do is to pour the corn onto the corns and then work the corn right into the corns. Now, I'm using the creamy style. I find its emollients help soften that dead tissue. All right, I'll bet some of you are saying to yourselves, okay, Dr. Berger, those home remedies may be fine for most everyday ailments, but I think I've got heat rash. What do I do? Well, don't worry. You can treat yourself. But just because I put corn on my corns, don't expect me to pull out a package of wieners to treat heat rash. Because wieners just aren't enough. You need pork and beans. You see, the pork and the beans work together with an astringent property that's vital to the treatment of heat rash. Well, that's all the time that I have for tonight. I hope you'll watch next week when I'm going to show you how you can do your own early home pregnancy test with a brisket. Until then, I'm John Paragon wishing you good health and good night.
Now is the time I'm supposed to tell you to tune in tomorrow. But to be perfectly honest, I'd rather you do something more intellectually stimulating, like reading a book, or even talking with a loved one, or the theater.
I am sorry, Senor Lopez, but the cantina is closed tonight. Yes, I'm performing a wedding tomorrow. See you later, Ernie.
We get started now?
Senor, take your place. Take your place. Let's see, wedding music. With the wedding music.
There's my baby.
Forgive me, eh? Senorita, the bar is closed.
Senor, you don't understand. I am the president of the Mexican branch of the Madame Fan Club, and I must give her these flowers, or I will disappoint 9 women.
Could you just take the flowers and get rid of her, please?
But Dwayne Pooh, she's a fan of mine. Let her in.
Oh, gracias. Por favor, Madame, I want to give you these flowers on behalf of the Mexican branch of the Madame Fan Club, and to tell you that you can't go through with this, Madame. Pinkerton!
How dare you interrupt our wedding? You're fired.
Not so fast, Dwayne Pooh. This is a former boxer and stuntman we're talking about here. If he puts on a dress, there's got to be a good reason.
Madam, he could have disguised himself as a Mexican man.
That's not my style. Madam, I've got a tape here that will prove without a shadow of a doubt that Dwayne Kellogg, also known as Love 'em and Leave 'em Mateski, is a phony.
I told you there were people who would do anything they could to stand in our way. Por favor, senora, can we get on with this?
Oh, just a minute. Hold on to your enchiladas, Dwayne Pooh. Play that tape, Pinky.
You don't want to hear the tape.
Oh, hell I don't. I love your shoes.
Listen, my little peach pit. If it's Madam you're worried about, I was never attracted to that old hag. It's you I want, Bernadette.
Dwayne! You wolf in wolf's clothing, you!
Okay. Hold it right there.
So, that was a gun in your pocket. And I thought you were just glad to see me.
Wisecracks, lover. We're getting married. Come on, Buster, get on with it. I've got a little accident planned for the three of you right after we rewrite the will.
I just want you to know that a wedding, a will rewrite, and a funeral will cost you extra.
Will you please get started? Do maid of honor. No funny moves.
Dearly beloved, we are gathered today
Will you stop with the dearly beloved stuff and get to the vows?
Do you, Dwayne Kellogg, also known as Dave Kellman, also known as Love 'em and Leave 'em Mateski, take this woman to be your lawful wedded wife?
Yes, hurry up.
Do you, madam, take this, quote, man, unquote, to be your lawful wedded husband?
Well?
I'm thinking about it. To my death do us part.
If anyone here knows why this couple should not be joined in holy matrimony, let them speak now. Forever hold your peace.
Well, personally, I think this whole thing is absolutely ridiculous.
Shut up. I now pronounce you...
Mr. Ricardo wants to buy help.
Oh, yeah. Yay, come on, Piggy, get that sleazeball. Oh, my, yes. Get him, buddy. Anyway, oh, Dwayne, I hope you didn't think I was out of line with that sleazeball crack. Yay. Oh, you're worse than a sleazeball. You're a son of a sleazeball. Oh, hey, Dwayne, how about them Dodgers? Go, Mickey, go! Get that gun! Oh, good!
Can't anybody here take a joke? I'm totally kidding.
Are we too late?
Oh, no, you're just in time. Oh,
You didn't marry him, did you, Auntie Madam?
honey, if I'd married him, do you think he'd be on the floor?
Yes, we do.
Well, I didn't marry him, and I had no intention of marrying him.
Well, it certainly looks like you did.
When the L.A. police saw Kellogg on my show, they called me and made me a member of their undercover squad.
Oh, well, we all know you've had a lot of experience undercover.
If Pinky hadn't shown up here, I was fully prepared to pull out my old trusty official police derringer. Where is that thing? Oh, my gosh, my rod must have fallen out in the ladies' room. Well, Pinky, you might be wearing a dress, but it looks like you turned out to be my hero after all.
It's the movie that has everything.
Hit it.
It's got intrigue.
We're on a mission from God.
It's got romance.
I remain celibate for you.
It's got Aretha Franklin, John Candy, and Carrie Fisher joining Dan Aykroyd and John Belushi as the Blues Brothers on USA tonight at 9.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you so much, Lieutenant. All righty. Bye-bye. Well, they finally extradited Dwayne Kellogg. He was wanted in 12 states for bigamy. Well, that man has had so much rice thrown at him he could open up his own sushi bar.
Auntie Madam brings another fugitive to justice.
Well, I must admit, it's good to be able to relax again, to get down to normal living without husband searching or midnight rides to Mexico or any other such nonsense.
Hold the press, kids. I got a great idea. It came to me in a flash. Boy, was that a hot one.
Did I speak too soon?
What I want is every man I ever dated to appear on Madam's Place.
I think you spoke too soon.
Oh, l'amour, toujours l'amour. What a day.